parades, extra with the slayer. Pay what it call for the tail, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the.
Folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. And the wind-up is the loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself that these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and goal, Tua. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Looking to get your name in the headlines. You do now play nose tackle. How about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Jones. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3. Looking to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Going to be a loss of 6 yards on the play. 38 now. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down. Jones. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Finding room at midfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off play action. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drill, you got to put it on and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until the receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
What are you doing? Were they even
now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Panthers 7, Saints nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Dancing to his left.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Troutman, right side.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
The Saints at 3-7 now in the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Jones.
And complete to Drake London.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 5 yards remain on second down. Off play action, Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road. Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Pete Werner. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
After the turnover, it's Tua. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Panthers will get the football back. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we get you to Orlando, standing by is Jonathan Kirchman. He has our VA Sports halftime report. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 5 now. Jones on the move to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Tua, and he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man right side is Tony. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3 with a starting field position like that. 3's not really making it.
And you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Attention time there critical for those types of throws. He got a lot of zip on that one. Either just a little bit low for us trying to get it to his back.
Failure to connect on 2nd down. That moves him starting up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They go play action here on 1st down. That caught by Tremble. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd and 9. Jones, and that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe the routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Moore, the man in motion. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the ball. The recipe's pretty simple. I think to give you a superstar ball, continue feeding.
Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Got a man, it's London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kayvon Thibodeau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chase Young picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for a last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they're going to have it under 1st down as a tackle. Panthers 19. Looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to that 2-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They run the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Tua. Now he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Will Lutz on for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. Level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to almost certainly win the football game. The kick by Lutz is good. So the return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out there with Mr. 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Down to an Eagles Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after the intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Saints, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their